Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Texan Entertainment News. I'm your host, Justin Pack. In this week's show, we have movie news from Comic-Con, happenings in the world of video games, as well as your weekly celebrity gossip roundup. Let's start with some movie news. Comic-Con San Diego took place this last week, and because it's Comic-Con, there was a lot of superhero movie news this week. For starters, a trailer for DC Comics movie Suicide Squad was shown. For those who don't know, the premise of the movie is this. The government has rounded up a bunch of comic book villains and sent them on dangerous suicide missions in exchange for reduced prison sentences. It sounds like a perfect plan that nothing could go wrong with. The movie has a bit of a star-studded cast playing various DC comic characters who you may or may not recognize depending on if you follow comics much. Some of the cast includes Jai Courtney playing Captain Boomerang, who, despite what you're thinking, is not the Australian version of Captain America. Also, Captain America is a Marvel character, not DC. Why would you think that? Don't be silly. Adewale Akinnuoye Agbaje, I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation of that name. My apologies to Mr. Adewale. I did my best. He'll be playing Killer Croc, the reptilian-skinned bruiser. Cara Delevingne will be playing the Sorceress, which is a bit of a departure from her role of Margot Roth Spiegelman, the angsty teen that she is playing in the soon-to-be-released movie Paper Towns. Another Margot Robbie, will be playing Dr. Harleen Frances Quinzel, aka Miss Harley Quinn. From the trailer, the character looks to be quite the mix of hot and crazy, as it should be. Margot Robbie is best known for her role in 2013's Wolf of Wall Street, where she played Leonardo DiCaprio's wife. She was also hot and crazy in that movie too, but I guess when you find something you're good at. Will Smith will be playing Deadshot, the world's deadliest marksman. That's right, this is a Will Smith movie too. And finally, Jared Leto will be playing the Joker. Leto is best known as the frontman for 30 Seconds to Mars, the band, and for his role along Matthew McConaughey in the Dallas Buyers Club movie, which won 3 Oscars back in 2014. Leto's portrayal of the Joker has caused some controversy, as some fans don't like the cosmetic appearance of the new rendition of this classic Batman villain, with his tattoos and capped teeth and all that business. It'll be interesting to see how Leto's performance actually reads on screen. But hey, people complained about Heath Ledger's casting as the Joker back when The Dark Knight came out, and look how well that came out. So, hey, you never know. Suicide Squad will release August 2016. And continuing the trend of controversial casting of Batman characters, we saw Ben Affleck in action as Batman for the trailer Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. The movie seems to hinge on Batman seeing Superman as having too much power, and Superman seeing Batman as some sort of out-of-control vigilante, with Lex Luthor thrown in the mix as well. I can smell the moral ambiguity from here. This movie is set for a 2016 release. Related to this reveal, at Comic-Con, Jesse Eisenberg, who will be playing Lex Luthor in the Batman vs. Superman movie, is in some hot water over a comment he made in reference to his experience at Comic-Con being related to genocide. And it is, quote, "It is like being screamed at by thousands of people. I don't know what the experience is. Throughout history, probably some kind of genocide. I can't think of anything that's equivalent." Eisenberg later went on to clarify his statement in an interview with the Associated Press, stating, "I, of course, was using hyperbole to describe my sensory overload experience. I sometimes do employ that," he said. "I'm a normal person who has normal sensory experiences, so Comic-Con was very overwhelming for me. That said, it was really an honor to be on that end of so much jubilation." Whatever you say, Jesse. Moving on. 2 more movies were recently confirmed by the actors acting in them. First up was Dan Aykroyd, that confirmed that another Ghostbusters movie is in production, and he'll be making a cameo in the film as well. It has an all-female leading cast made up of Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones. I, for one, think this sounds like an awesome idea, and hey, it's 2015. I think it's about time we got some gender equality in the paranormal pest control and recovery business. Also confirmed in a recent interview, John C. Reilly has stated that he is signed on for Wreck-It Ralph 2, which is a follow-up to 2012's 3D animated film about the trials and tribulations of video game arcade characters. No word yet if co-stars Sarah Silverman, Jack McBrayer, or Jane Lynch will also be leading their talents to this film, but hey, we can hope. Well, from movies about video games, there's a video game that's making a movie. What video game do you ask? Well, the most popular massively multiplayer online role-playing game of all time. That's right, World of Warcraft, also known as WoW. They're making a movie. Some footage was shown behind closed doors at Comic-Con, which was summarily leaked online, of course, because, yeah. This film will be 3D animated, and here's what we know about the story so far. Prepare yourself, this gets pretty nerdy. The Orc Durotan, father of Thrall, along with the White Frost clan, move into the dark portal of Draenor. There, the warlock Gul'dan enables the Horde to pour through the portal to Azeroth. I knew some of those words. This movie is set for a release in summer 2016. And hey, if just a fraction of the world's millions of World of Warcraft players go ahead and see it, that movie should do exceedingly well. So that's enough about movie video games. Let's just go on to regular video games. So first up is some sad news. Satoru Iwata, the president of Nintendo, has passed away at age 55. Nintendo has released a short statement reading, Nintendo deeply regrets to announce that President Satoru Iwata has passed away on July 11, 2015 due to a bile duct growth. Iwata's first position at Nintendo was with their HAL laboratory back in the 1980s, where he worked on games like Earthbound and Kirby. Later, he worked on other games such as Pokemon Stadium and Super Smash Bros. Eventually became a director for the company in 2000, where he continued to work on such titles as Metroid Prime and Super Mario Sunshine. In 2002, Iwata was appointed the president of Nintendo, only the fourth man to ever hold that position in the company's 116-year history. He went on to have a creative influence in many more Nintendo games. I can personally say I've played many of the games Mr. Iwata had a hand in, and I know I speak for many Nintendo fans when I say that his influence will be missed. Rest in peace, Mr. Iwata. Thank you for all the joy you helped create. Moving on. Some news has arisen regarding the box art for Metal Gear Solid 5, wherein the iconic Kojima Productions logo has been removed from the box. This is the logo of series creator Hideo Kojima, who was removed or possibly fired from the project when the game's publisher Konami back in March. Also in March, Konami removed references to Kojima and his studio from the Metal Gear Solid website. Related to this, Konami has also canceled another game in the works by Kojima Productions, Silent Hills, a survival horror title which was going to be made in collaboration with film director Guillermo del Toro. Also earlier in the week, Japanese voice actor for the character, the lead character in Metal Gear Solid 5, stated that Kojima Productions had been straight up disbanded. Konami did not make any comment on this. Despite all this turmoil, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, is set to have a September 1st launch on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Windows PC, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. It should be interesting to see what Konami will do without the series creator at the helm with this title in the future. Is this the end of the series or just an end of an era? Only time will tell. The Kickstarter campaign for Shenmue 3 is winding down, and a teaser trailer for the game has been released. It shows, as the description from the Kickstarter page says, Ryu and Shenhua arrive at the Lake of Lantern Bugs after their long journey. Entranced, they watch the gentle flight of lantern bugs along the mirage-like oasis. Not really much to get excited about here, but the game is still in early production. The campaign has already received $5 million in funding, and creator Yu Suzuki had stated that at the $5 million mark, one of the things I really want to do with Shenmue 3 will become a reality. Other capital sources are being provided for the game by Sony for game development, but no word yet on when this title is actually going to come out. And finally, some Just Cause 3 gameplay has been put online, showing the game's main character, Rico, causing mayhem around the fictional Mediterranean island of Medici, which is stated to be 400 square miles in size. That's a big game world. The game focuses on taking down an evil dictator by blowing up his resources and infrastructure and inspiring a revolution among the people as the one-man army that is Rico. All the staples of the previous games are here. Unlimited parachutes, grappling hooks, hijackable vehicles, and tons of explosions. Some new stuff from previous titles. You can now make grappling hooks retract on themselves. What does this mean? It means you can make a statue slap itself in the face. Another addition is the wingsuit, which can be used in concert with the grappling hook to cover great distances very quickly. It looks like a lot of fun. You can also now do backflips off plane wings and then use that plane to take down a radio tower. It's just fun. This looks like a fun, destructible sandbox game just like Just Cause 1 and 2. And the 9-year-old inside of me cannot wait to blow up all the things. Just Cause 3 releases on December 1st. Now that I'm all worked up about rocket launchers and parachutes, Keanu, please calm me down with some celebrity gossip. Take it away, dude.
Thanks, Justin. From Texas to Hollywood, I'm your hookup to the celebrity buzz. Hola, everybody. I'm Keanu Perez. This week, I'll give y'all an update on Ariana Grande and her donut love-hate relationship, a rapper behind bars, and 50 Cent bank account might be matching his name, all from the Associated Press. But first, in the Twitter news. Reported from the Associated Press, country singer Carrie Underwood tweeted, quote, "When your dogs manage to lock themselves, all your stuff, and the baby in the car, and you have to break a window to get in. Hashtag, what are the chances?" Underwood's brother-in-law had to come to the rescue for the new frightened mother. Underwood's publicist said incident happened very fast and no one was hurt. Reported from the Associated Press, I told you last week about Ariana Grande's discuss and, quote, hate America over what people eat while she was visiting a donut shop. What I didn't know at the time, which you might know from social media, Grande was recorded licking donuts on a tray before her, quote, "I hate America" statement. Grande's sweet tooth, or should I say tongue, did not lead to any charges. However, the Department of Health lowered the donut shop from an A to a B for leaving the tray of donuts exposed. Grande has released 2 YouTube videos in apology. Another celebrity behind bars, rapper DMX, has been sentenced for failing to pay child support. The 44-year-old rapper, whose real name is Earl Simmons, will serve 6 months in an upstate New York jail. A spokesman for the New York City Sheriff's Office said 50 Cent was arrested for several, quote, issues outstanding, which included not only $400,000 worth of unpaid child support, as well as a warrant issued by the city White Plains for bail jumping and a robbery complaint out of the Newark, New Jersey. No charges have been filed in the Newark case. Reported from the Associated Press, 50 Cent, not just his name, but his bank account after filing for bankruptcy. The rapper, whose real name is Curtis Jackson III, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, just days after ordered to pay $5 million in an invasion of privacy lawsuit. The lawsuit comes from Listona Livingston, who said 50 posted a video of her without her permission. The video went online in 2009 featuring 50 Cent in costume wearing a wig dubbed as Pimpin' Curly, who makes explicit remarks about the Livingston video and taunts toward rap rival Rick Ross. Ross, who is a child with Livingston, does not appear in the video. That's a wrap. That's all the celebrity buzz I have for you this week. Back to you, Justin.
Awesome. Thanks, Keanu. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week.